Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. We'll be talking about Antistasi, Altis mechanics, and the general mechanics of the game, and what you need to do, and what not to do, and if you encounter errors, how to fix them. Obviously, the mission is on Arma 3. If you'd like to get this mission, go to the workshop and type Antistasi Altis. I'll provide you with links for the Altis version, the Tenoa version, and I'll provide you with links for the Discord of the community and the website to make your own versions of the game or the mission if you would like to, and to join the official community, of course. Okay, let's start. So first of all, I'm hosting on a local session, so I can access the multiplayer features like the member list and stuff like that, and show you what we can do with them. Okay, so first of all, you select the mission, obviously, and it's this one, A3 Antistasi Altis, and now we start with it. So yeah, here's are the three slots. So the first one is Blue 4. This one is PvP faction, and the Up 4 is as well PvP faction. And these factions you can only, let's say, kill players, nothing else. And yeah, so this is the independent. This is the faction you'd be mostly playing at most of the time. So we choose default commander, we press OK. Just gonna wait for it until it loads. Okay, so the mod itself, or let's say the scenario, revolves around building your army from scratch and trying to take the island and conquer it from the enemies. Okay, so as you can see, the moment you start, if you're starting as a new player, I wouldn't recommend pressing load session. Just say no, start a new game. And if you're already playing, you know, obviously choose this option. So I'm a starting new player. Okay, so it should have gave me yeah, okay. So this is my HQ location. Okay, yeah, this is the HQ location. So you obviously can start between a couple of missions. Okay, I've been playing this before, so I've already chosen Kavala, or south of Kavala, as my spawn location. As you can see, this is the HQ. Oh, just telling you, I want to be switching to third person. I'm playing in on first person only, okay, with mods, obviously. So this is the HQ. Okay, you can see it on the map, your headquarters. Okay, so let's explain the user interface. Let me just go somewhere. Okay, so here you're looking at the top. Okay, top menu. You can see my rank as a private, human resources, which is manpower, my money, and the resistance money. Airstrikes, aggression for both Russian and USA, and war level and undercover mode. Is it on or off? Okay. So this is Petros. Okay, he can give you missions: assassination, convoy, ambush, destroy mission, rescue, conquest, logistics. So okay, we have a logistic mission. This is one. We have assassination. We have rescue. We have conquest in here. Let me try and spawn more. Destroy mission, convoy, ambush. Okay, they're not going to spawn. Okay, obviously this is the this is destroy or take, convoy, ambush. Okay, yeah. So basically, Petros is his sole purpose in here in this HQ is to give you missions and to lead the resistance. If he dies, you will lose a lot of equipment and you would have to change your HQ location. So, as a tip, try to put your location somewhere safe and always have AIs protecting this guy. Okay, because if he dies, you're going to lose a lot of equipment that you actually going to need. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is the map. This is the map. Okay, so this map, let me just move it here. This map allows you to control a lot of parameters. So, for example, civilian spawn rate, how many AIs on the map, and the spawn distance of enemies, and obviously music on off and the save. It's recommended that you do a save every time you finish a mission or two. So because, you know, we're talking about armor might crash sometimes and you will lose the progress you had. The mission will automatically save every 1 hour. Okay, so we have something here called map info. You'd want to press map info if you want to check the status on towns and enemy factories or equipment's outposts and stuff like that. So let's say we want to check Neri. We press this. Okay, it's going to give you information here. One second, let me just remove the picture so you can actually see it. Okay, So as you can see here, it says population, USAF support, GSDK support, and influence. So this city is being influenced by USAF, so even if I do logistic missions to the city to get more support, the USAF will keep influencing the city and will eventually take it back because they have radio towers around this area. So they have this one and they have this one. I can disable their support by either doing one of two things. First, capturing the radio tower, or second, destroying the radio tower. At the start, we recommend destroying if you want, or capturing if you can actually hold the outpost, because you're going to have a lot of QRFs heading your location if this radio tower is still active. Obviously, you can also check the status on enemy outposts. So, for example, let's choose the seaport. It says that the seaport is owned by USAF and the garrison is weakened. When the garrison is weakened, it means that the enemy units in there are in their worst situations or in their worst levels. Okay, so it is recommended that you either go capture it or leave it for later. Okay, you can also weaken garrisons by capturing radio towers in areas, so the enemies would not get any support. Okay, this is the factory as well. It's weakened. Let's check one more last thing. The resource. Okay, yeah. So when this says the garrison is decimated, it means that you will not find any enemy units in that area unless like 5 or 2 and stuff like that. So this thing is called the move asset. You can move the assets of the HQ anywhere you want to. Okay. This is the ammo box. This is the arsenal. This is where you load most of your ammunition and stuff. So when you go capture an outpost, you will find a you will find a ammo box looking just like this one. What you want to do is you want to load it into a truck, bring the truck back to HQ, and then actually, what do you call it? Then stopping the truck, unloading the ammo box. Make sure it's as close as it can to this, as close as you can for the close to this ammo box, and then just press transfer. It will automatically transfer this stuff and will unlock everything if it's available, if you have the number required. Yeah, you can access this arsenal as well, change your loadout from here. Let me show you something. So we have already unlocked the mouse and the RPG. See if you have something that has a number on it. I can show you. Looks like we don't have anything. Okay. So that's this. This box is the healing box. It will heal, repair, rearm AI units and friendly units in the area, and obviously vehicles as well. It's good to have it, to use it from time to time when you're back from missions to, refill everything in your vehicle. We already talked about Petros, and this is the flag. So this flag is very important. You can get money from the resistance money pool bank. Let's say you can manage garrisons. By managing garrison, when you press manage garrison, you have 4 options. One is placing minefields. Okay, obviously AT, APRS, and you can remove them. Building roadblocks. I'll show you how to build a roadblock right now. I'll place one right here, just at the HQ. So you choose it. Okay, they'll automatically move there. Okay, just watch this. They'll move toward their truck, and the roadblock will be automatically set up. So the roadblock is just like this: a car with the infantry around it, and it has a light machine gun on it. Okay. It's recommended to put these roadblocks around your outposts and stuff, so you spot enemy patrols and destroy them. Obviously, the roadblock will require a lot of money and a lot of human resources, so do it when it's necessary, when you have a spare. Okay. The best thing you want to do is you want to put units and garrison them inside your friendly outposts. Okay. So that's about it for garrisoning and positioning roadblocks. Obviously, you can add garrison. I'll show you something like this as well. Just press here. This option will appear. Say medic. No, we don't have. Say recruited 1 soldier. Where is he? Okay, I think it's. Let me see, where did he go? I don't see him anymore. Okay, so when we recruit garrison to our HQ, we will have a 1 unit spawn in the HQ vicinity, and he will be protecting Petros at all times. They won't leave the HQ, they won't patrol around, they will just stay static, and they will protect the HQ. What else we can do? Remove garrisons, that's basic. Okay, so when you want to there is something you want to understand, that when you choose this option, position roadblock, you can also establish something called watch post. Now the watch post, if you want to establish this, instead of a roadblock, you choose a hill, let's say, or something away from roads. If you choose a road, it will be a roadblock. If you choose a hilltop, for example, it will be a watch post. Watch posts are basically like radars. They will scan the area around where you place them, and they will report patrols, enemy APCs, enemy QRFs if they see something, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so train AI skill. If you want to increase the training level of your resistance, so you press this. Every time you upgrade, it will cost more money, and the better the AI level, the better they will survive, and the more they will kill. Rebuild assets is, for example, let's say we destroyed the radio tower, and we captured the outpost, and the radio tower is still destroyed, but we own the outpost, and you'd like to rebuild the radio tower to gain its full potential and bonuses and advantages. So you go to this flag. Only the commander can do this, of course, and you say rebuild assets, and you choose the asset you want to rebuild, and you select it, and it will cost 5,000. Every time you rebuild an asset, it will cost more money to get another one rebuilt. So if you have spare money, do it. If you don't have any money, just try to avoid destroying anything. Moving HQ to another zone, I'll talk to this in a second. And so we have this garage access. This is the garage for the whole resistance. Okay, when you scroll down on the flag, there is something that says personal garage, and there is something that says, when in the HQ options, commander only, it says garage access. So this one is for the faction garage, and the one on the flag, when you scroll down, that's the personal. Obviously you can buy vehicles like this, for example, military quad.
Be advised, you've got a new vehicle on
To show up here. I have no money right now, so I cannot. This is the only thing I can buy. Okay, so also we have unit recruitment. We can just scroll down, choose this, and recruit one rifleman. Okay, he's going to join my squad.
Have arrived.
Okay, so we'll leave this guy for a second. Okay, moving HQ to another zone. You choose this option when you want to go closer to the front lines, or your HQ location is compromised. It's hard in here. You choose this, and Petrus will join your squad. Let's just try this. Move HQ to another zone. Obviously, it will give me back the human resources I had, that I placed in here, and the
200 meters left.
money
Ready.
I spent on it. So I just press this, build HQ. HQ will move from here and will be built there in a second. See? That's it. I think the roadblock got removed, yep, because it was too close to the HQ. Counted as one of the HQ components. It's okay. So yeah, so my soldier, I'll talk about him in a second. Okay, so we talked about this, talked about this, talked about this, talked about the map. Okay, so this little thing here is the lamp, legendary lamp. So you can either reset time for 8 hours, like I'm gonna do right now, and show you what happens when you press it. It will move time or accelerate time a little bit forward by 8 hours. Okay, and yeah, so it's still daylight. Okay, yeah, it's still daylight. Let's check the time. Yep, still daylight. If you want to turn it to night, you just press it again and it will automatically go night. You can clear nearby forests, so you can land your helicopters like this. Right, press this. Okay, everything from bushes to trees that are close to my location will disappear. And you can turn it on and off, and if there is fog, you can just remove the fog. So that's it for the HQ commands. Now there's your Y menu commands. Obviously there's fast travel. You can teleport to friendly cities that are not under attack. Okay, there's player and money. You can give money to the faction, like I'm going to do. Okay, or you can donate money to certain player. You can add member and remove member. Okay, there's undercover. It's very good for scouting enemy units and doing supply missions. Okay, it's recommended that you use it at the start as much as you can, because you're going to need it. And there's the construction thing. So construction, you can do a couple of things. So let's say we want to build a small trench. Just do this. Okay, I need an engineer in my squad. Let me recruit one. Let me see how much he costs. Oh, he cost 100, huh? Okay, let me see. I wanna dismiss my AI. Or I can just sell this squad. Commander. And then sell vehicle. I sold it. One second. AI management. Dismiss unit. Okay. So my money is right now is 100. I want to get the recruit engineer. Okay, I need to wait 1 minute. I'll explain this in a bit. So, your Y menu, undercover, as I said, player, money, fast travel, construction, I'll explain it in a minute. And you have 2 garage vehicles. You can either garage it in faction and personal. If you're a commander, you'll get the faction garage as well. If you're not the commander, you can only garage it in your personal garage. You can obviously sell the vehicle as well. Okay, so this is that. Also, there is the unlock vehicle. So if you're in a group and you don't want other people to mount your vehicle, other people that are not in your group, don't use this on any of your vehicles. If you want people to freely use it, just press it. It should be good. AI management. You can control AIs to do a couple of stuff. Auto rearm / auto loot, auto heal, squad vehicle status. You can check the vehicle status of them. You can garrison them inside areas. You can add vehicles to them. You can mount them, dismount them, dismiss them, squads, just like I did with the unit. Also, there's this commander option. You can recruit squads, air supports, position roadblocks as well, garbage cleans, faction garage, sell vehicle, resign / legible stuff. Okay. So, when you go to commander and you wanna step down and there's another member on the server, he will automatically get it. So, right now, I resigned, but there is nobody else, so I'm going to stay as the commander. And, yeah, nobody will be able to get it, because I'm playing single player and there's no other members. See, as you can see, it says Blazer is our new commander. What we wanna do is, right now, since we have an engineer in our squad, we wanna go to Y. Okay, press construct here, and we're going to see, as you can see, I can place a small trench here, or I can choose medium trench, or I can choose vehicle obstacles. 1 second, it's not showing for some reason. Okay, it's not showing. Or I can go bunker options, so let's say concrete bunker, or I can go with, but I have no enough money for that, so it's not going to be built. Or I can go to sandbag bunker as well, not enough money, so it's not going to be built. Let's try the medium trench. So choose this, we press space. The AI will automatically move in. Start building. Now this tactic is very useful when you want to defend the area from enemy incoming retaliation attacks, quick reaction forces. So if you capture a city or something, enemy might attack you to retake it. So you want to reinforce your position by building these, so you don't get decimated. Okay, so there is a little bit of stuff I want to teach you about auto rearm / loot. Okay, so if you want your friendly AI units to just get gear for themselves, you take them all out of the vehicles. You're all on foot. You're not in any vehicle. You press this button. You press Y. AI management, auto rearm / loot. And they will automatically get gear for themselves. Okay, see, as you can see, no source to rearm my primary weapon, rearming done. Now there is a trick to this. If you are in a vehicle, let's say you're in a truck or whatever, and you can't be bothered to search all vehicles and to get their gear back, what you do is you go into the vehicle with your AI in it, that's a must, and then you press this button. The same thing. What it will do is the AI will go search around for vest, helmets, weapons, and RPGs, ammunition, and stuff, and it will put them all back into the truck. So they're basically looting. Okay. What else we want to talk about? Yeah. So as you can see, there's something you want to do. There is a special command menu. A special command thing is control space. This thing is the high command AI commander. Okay, so when you do this, when you have recruited squads from this menu, from the Y menu, commander, recruit squads. Okay, you can when you, let's say you want to recruit an infantry, there is 4 types of infantry squad: mortar, MG, normal, and engineer. Infantry teams as well. You can also recruit, a second, AT trucks, MG trucks, AA trucks, AT, mortar, and sniper teams as well. They're all useful if you know how to use them. Now, let's explain the enemy market. Let's explain the objectives. So, at the start, you are low on money, low on human resources. What you want to do is you want to do logistic missions to cities. So you go to Petros, press mission request, and you do logistics. He obviously gave us a mission earlier, so there's a timer on the mission. As you can see, it failed. City supplies, it failed. So when you get this mission, a box will spawn in here, and you need a truck. So you get this truck, you load the box in it, and on your map, for example, let's say it's selected Panakori. You have to drive your truck into the objective place and place the box there, and you have to wait for 2 minutes until the supplies are all unloaded, and you have to defend it. If enemies get too close to the box, the timer will have to reset after you kill them all or you get them away from the area. And if the mission is a success, the city will join you if the USAF support is 50 or less. Okay, if it's 50 or less, the city will join you after 2-3 minutes. If the USAF support is higher than 50, you have to wait for more or do more logistic missions to that area, or obviously capture radio tower. Now, if you want to do something, let's say you're trying everything you can and it's just not working. You want to do is you want to target the radio towers. You want to blow them up. So for a start, you won't get quick reaction forces attacking you all the time, and also they will lose the influence on the on the city. And 3, the enemy outposts will lose manpower. So let's say this: you want to attack the seaport, okay? And these 2 radio towers are destroyed. The seaport will not have any reinforcements, okay, for quite a long time. So if you leave it, let's say for 30 minutes to 1 hour, the outpost will be at its worst shapes, and you can go attack it and capture it really easily. Okay, that's radio towers. Now, factories and resources are ones that give you money. So when you capture a resource and you capture a factory, that will increase your income. Cities are mostly there for a little bit of income plus human resources. Now, I recommend trying to go for logistic missions at the start and trying not to get the aggression as high, because you'll regret it later. Okay, now let's explain the aggression. So aggression, okay, this is the USAF. Now at the start, it should start as 5. The United States Air Force don't recognize you as an enemy, but you're just, let's say, a resistance, a small force that is tiny and pitiful, that they're not going to bother with you, and they will increase their aggression against you when you start taking outposts and start killing their soldiers, executing civilians. Okay, if you do all of these, the aggression will rise and the war level will increase, and you will lose the advantage. So as long as the war level is low, you are in good hands, because they won't get you tanks, they won't launch Bradleys and helicopters at you if you do anything. Okay, so it's recommended to lower it, to keep it low. If you want to lower it as much as you want, just do logistic missions to cities that are close to you. Now, assassination missions from Petros as well. It is recommended to do it if the mission says traitor. If the mission description includes, let's say this: a traitor has scheduled a meeting with the USAF. When it says a traitor has scheduled a meeting, it means your HQ locations, HQ location might be compromised if the mission fails. Okay, so it is recommended to go kill him if it says a traitor. And this, okay, all the missions will say kill traitor, cool, but or assassinate target, but if it says kill traitor, it is recommended to go do it so you don't lose your HQ location and you won't have to start all over. Okay? If it says a CSAT officer or an inspiring officer from the USAF, just try to ignore it because it will not cause you any trouble. Now, the most important thing is your HQ location in every campaign. So if you start at my location, it is, let's say, medium to hard, or sorry, easy to medium difficulty. If you start in this area, okay, it's easy to medium as well. If you start, let's say here, it is kind of medium to hard. You start by, let's say you start here, it is extremely hard. A lot of USAF airports nearby. Like, the location determines the difficulty for your game. Now, at the start of the game, what you want to do is you want to go capture as much equipments and get as much city support as you can, let's say for the first 2-3 hours, and then after that, when you have, let's say, human resources about 25 and let's say 3,000 money, you can go all out. You can go start capturing outposts, destroying enemies, because you can actually garrison the outposts and protect them and keep them secure. So, well, we kind of explained everything you need to do. Oh yeah, the mods. The mods I'm using are RHS, USAF, Gref, and forgot the last one. It's the 3 USA RHS mods. Yeah, the last one is AFRF. And I'm using also ACE, as you can see, ACE interactions, I have them. And I'm using enhanced movements and JSRS sound mode. Okay. Well, that's about it for the tutorial, for explaining the game mechanics. If you'd like to join us in the official community, I'll be posting a link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll respond to you as quick as possible. Hope I see you on the next video, and good luck with your resistance. Blazer out.